Alright, we're recording.
Good, because now we can get on record that I think this idea is goddamn loony.
I'm not thrilled about sending our people into a place that's actively toxic either. But there are whole towns down there we still haven't reached out to. Welch, Beckley, Bramwell.
Bramwell? Come on now. You really think the Hornwrights or the Garahans didn't fly off to some private island the moment the air raid sirens turned on?
Most likely they did. But right now we don't know and don't have a safe way of finding out. And that's why I wanted your help, Melody, on how we can get there.
Fine. We got a couple of folks from the Charleston Fire Department. I can talk to them. See what they have to say about getting set up for those sorts of operations.
Thank you.
Anyone you send into all that smoke's gonna need training, though. Need to be whip smart if they're gonna survive someplace that hostile. And breathing equipment's finicky as hell. A whole lot of care and maintenance if they're gonna be out there for hours, let alone days. You're talking about a whole new division here.
I understand what I'm asking.
Tell you what you ought to do. You ought to give them a name.
A name?
Green Berets, smoke jumpers, Navy SEALs. Want someone to sign up for dangerous duty, needs to be some prestige behind it. You give them a name, a new designation, extra rations maybe. I'll guarantee you get the volunteers you're looking for.
Any suggestions?
Huh. Well, Gramps was a moonshiner. Made hooch so strong normal folk couldn't come within a quarter mile of it. Everyone called him and his boys the fire breathers. Resilient sons of guns. What about that?
I suppose we don't need to go with the first idea we come up with. But for now, I'd like you to reach out to those firemen. Convince them to get on board with the fire breathers. Let them know it's important. Prestigious.
Oh, Lordy. I think she likes it.
I'll work on getting them a place to train. Charleston Fire Department seems like the natural spot.
Certainly won't have to travel far to get yourselves into trouble.
Good. We should get started. If there's anyone still alive down there, I think they've suffered enough.
It's been a few hours. I can hear them clawing at the door. I've locked myself in a storage closet, but I don't think the door opens from the inside. It's okay. Everything is okay. Acute stress reaction, panic, and emotional distress. Breathe. Breathe. I guess it's been 24 hours since the attack. The sound of combat has stopped. They're still outside. I have roughly 8 to 10 weeks. Provided source of food. Starvation onset within 10 days. Effects of psychological shock are ongoing, but repressed. I can worry about PTSD later. I believe it's been 3 days. 3 nights. Adrenaline has dissipated. I'm so thirsty. I'm so hungry. I still can't unlock the door. Must conserve strength. Using energy to ping on the door or yell at's proven wasteful. A source of fluid nourishment has not been found. No one is coming. No one is coming for me. My friends are all dead. Children are born into this violent world. And they left so violently from it. My God. Never leave. joint. Oh, it hurts. Flex. MP joint. Extend. IP joint. And contract. Muscle. Oh, there. We go.
Hey everyone, this is Derek. Making my final report on the events at Harper's Ferry. Hopefully this reaches you all safely. Whatever happened here, it was big. The whole area is devastated. If any of our people survived, I can't find a trace of them. I talked to some of the locals. They say creatures came from the sky and laid waste to the town. Some of the ones who got hurt in the attack were transformed or something. They apparently turned into monsters and attacked anyone they could reach. Ronnie says he and his people are gonna seal themselves up in their bunkers and try to figure out a way to fight these creatures. In other words, we won't be getting any more help from these Free States guys. Maria, I was hoping you could get in touch with Ella. See if maybe she can lean on Raleigh a little. Get him to see that this isn't the way. If you ask me, I think it's damn selfish of them to turn their backs on the rest of us. On people who need their help to survive. There's nothing else I can do here. Guess we can scratch Harper's Ferry off the map. I'll be heading back soon. I want to check in on some of the farms along the way. Should be about a week.
Every day brings the end a little closer.
Overseer's log, Morgantown. I used to love coming here on weekends, taking flight lessons. Now it feels like I walked into a nightmare. Those scorched things are everywhere. I kept quiet. They didn't see me. I managed to observe them for a bit. Whatever this disease is, it seems to completely take over its host. The ones that used to be human, eventually they go rigid, like some kind of stasis. And if they stay like that for too long, they sort of burn up from the inside out. Vesuvius in reverse.
It's peaceful here. Quiet. I like that.
I wondered what could possibly cause all this. And then I got my answer. It swooped down from the sky, screeching, breathing, infecting everything. I don't know how to fight this. But we need to consider all our options. Even the nukes. We find the source of this scorched plague and wipe it from the map before it can leave Appalachia. But first things first, we can't let the disease spread to us. Looks like the responders were developing some kind of inoculation. I'm going to pick up their work. You should too.
Close these weary eyes.
This is the Overseer.
One last time.
Signing off.
Won't be long. Well, well. Another visitor to the Responders' graveyard. You must be pretty good to have gotten past all those mutants out there. Come to pay your respects to the fallen? Name's Dontrell. Dontrell Haynes. I got a brother around here, somewhere. Or maybe somewhere else. All I know, he was one of these responders. Came to check on him. Was a few years too late, looks like. Now, I'm just marking time while the cancer eats me up from inside. In the end, none of us can escape our fate. We'll all be food for the worms. That's just the kind of thing Marcus would say. Me, I just looked out for myself. Now I'm still alive, and he's long gone. Did his life count for something? I don't really know. He and the other responders saved a lot of folks, but they all died eventually. Now they all dust and memories. Even those will fade in time. Anyway, guess you've listened to me ramble on long enough by now. What can this old man do for you? Well, that's right kind of you to ask. Can't remember the last time I met someone with good manners. Kindness like that deserves a reward. This is supposed to help with radiation. Won't do me much good now, so here, you take it. Well, I don't figure it matters much how dangerous this place is. If one of those mutants don't get me, cancer will. But I guess what keeps me here is just knowing this is where my brother died. Call me a superstitious old fool, but I don't want my spirit to have to walk too far to find his. Marcus, 5 years younger than me. Star running back in high school, and handsome too. Had all the ladies chasing him. He followed me into the army, became an MP. Then got out and moved to Morgantown, signed up with the police. Back then, I was still living in Cincinnati. We'd talk on the radio. He tried to get me to come out here and join the responders more than once. I do miss him. I know it's a ruined wasteland, filled with 100 things that want to eat you. It's better this way. Less noise, less fuss, just echoes. In time, nature takes it all back. One day, nobody will know there was ever a city here. In the short term, well, you got the train station with the robot who can sell you supplies. And south of that, the train yard might be good for salvage. And of course, Morgantown's just across the river. Probably lots of useful stuff over there, if you can survive. There used to be cops, firefighters, medics. Marcus always made them sound like good folk. They looked after other people as best they could. This was their base, as far as I can tell. They got overrun by those things out in the halls. Found a few bodies in here and set up a little memorial. There was a lady named Chavez. Got a holotape she made on that map table. Last words by the sound of it. I ain't been here that long, so that's about all I know. Time's all I got left, but I don't mind sharing it. You be safe out there.